And then, yeah, let's find the link and post her on the old Facebook group, shall we?
We're going live.
Oh, mate, we always do it live. We're live, pal.
Am I on? Am I working?
You're always working, mate. Yeah. Then you're always working.
Why can I not access NRL fantasy?
I don't
That's
know.
from last week.
I don't even know how to share my my link. Here we go. Where are we? Full screen, bitch. There we go. Copy. Back in there you go. Let's get rid of that. I got windows everywhere. It's out of control. Gidley gang. I need to change the banner. It's still your text message saying my season is over.
Not really.
Yeah. We need a new fresh meme. When are you going to make some memes, Toto?
Mate, I'm back. What do you mean?
The party is live. Alright. Boom, she's posted. And not going to be checking any of our chat, so tough titties. To any of our... You'll check our chat, will you? Yeah, there you go. Alright. Cool. Let's kick it off. It's round 5, mate. Pod's back. Todd's is back. It's all happening. So, how you been?
Yep. Good, mate. Still living off the high of our Formula 1 night last night, but...
Wait. We're here
fantasy, obviously.
Yeah, you had a good win on the weekend. So I mean, we're here to talk more about fantasy. Let's be honest, mate. One good race doesn't make a world champion. So let's not mention any of your 50 million spins that I've got footage of somewhere. But yeah, so we missed round 4. Well, you missed round 3 as well. Yeah, round 4 we're both out of action. So yeah, let's dive right into it, shall we?
Dive on in.
First matchup. Marcel Green.
Something funny to say, but I have nothing.
You had nothing funny to say.
Yeah, no dad jokes. That's all I bring to the thing, apparently. So.
Right, fair enough. Are you even a dad?
Sometimes.
Okay. When you want to be.
I'm babysitting tomorrow for his going out.
You're not babysitting your own kids. That's not a thing. It's called being a responsible dad.
Being responsible.
I mean, I do. Yeah. Oh, what would I know? That's what I heard. That's what I've heard on the streets. All right, first matchup. Marcel Green defeated Rhett. So Marcel up in 4th place on the ladder. And you know what? Shout out.
Hasn't he shot up in the last 2 weeks?
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to anyone else. Everyone else is
He was coming like 10th, and now he's in bloody 4th. Early
rounds, mate. It's only round 5. There's, more chance to fix his season up. But, obviously he's doing all right with his pack of injured people on the bench. So the starters are scoring enough to keep him in the hunt. So yeah, he knows as well as anyone. You just got to make the finals, and sure he wants that top 4. So he's going all right at the moment. Players that stood out for you, mate, in his side.
Yeah, just go to the matchup. Sorry, I was just looking at something else.
Pornography. Yeah, for last week.
Jesse Ramian, beast. Last week it was Talakai. This week it was Ramian. I was looking at his stats the other day, just about that game. It was ridiculous.
I assume he had about 1 million tackle busts.
I think he had 7. He had a try assist. I think he had 2 try assists, a try.
Yeah.
It was crazy. He had a monster game.
Yeah, he was all over it. you know what? The best thing about Marcel's side is that he's kept it the same for us. He hasn't changed his side for the pod, so it doesn't mess us up. I can't say
That's
this.
good.
Can't say the same for Rhett because I saw something change on his screen before. So, 75 from Ramian and Papali'i doing the goods. TPJ.
To Radley as well.
Yeah, TPJ scored a try for 51. I don't know what Radley did, but 53 is pretty decent. And anytime you're scoring over 400 this year so far, has been pretty good. So
I think if he gets he wouldn't be happy with those 30s. Like, there's 5 scores of 30 in his side.
yeah, I mean he got
He can bunch up 2 of those.
Yeah,
He'll be all right.
he got 75 from his center. That's like 100 from any other position almost. You know, like it's a big score. So yeah, he'd probably be hoping some of his other boys can step it up because 75 at center. It definitely won't be a thing this week against the Storm. So
No.
Rhett side. What do you like in here?
Joey Manu
Yeah.
had a day out. About time. He's had his 1 day out this year, so he's done. That's from past experiences.
Okay. Yeah.
Harry Grant as well. He's back. 68. But yeah, not much else to like there. Xavier Coates, he's a no-go, I reckon. He's got to do something there.
Nah, he's a 1 week wonder. Talking about your 1 day out, he's got no base stats, that's last week's scores where he scored quite the score. Let's check it out. See what he got. Bringing it up. He got, where are we? 48 the week prior. So
It just changed before my eyes. The team.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who he's got, to be honest.
I don't know who he played.
He's got I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. He's got who's the change when I don't know. I can't even see who changes when I refresh it. But anyway, he's forwards, mate. They're not doing the business. Wilson.
No, I think T. Wilton was a bit soft, especially like against the Tigers. You thought maybe they might have he might have gone better, but they hit the right hand side a lot more than the left.
Right, it's the Tigers,
Attack.
Sharks are just worried about the finals, mate. So winning the GF, they're not worried about boosting fantasy stats. So what are you eating?
Tim
Tams, mate. So am I led to believe that the sponsorship deal with Le Snack is done and dusted, or?
For now.
Fair enough. Remember that ad?
Might put that on the shopping list section.
Remember that ad with the never-ending Tim Tams?
Yeah.
Classic.
I've got a live question.
Okay, sure.
So, Marcel Green. What's Toto's chances of finishing in the top 2 this season?
The top 2?
I guess I'm going to put that out to yourself because I can't answer.
Like 1 in 11? Because I'm going to be in the top 2. So that's 1 spot already gone, which leaves 11 spots. So you got a 1 in 11 chance. And, I mean, that would do, that's assuming everybody has an equal chance from that 11.
It's too early to tell anyway.
It's too early to tell. It's more like a 1 in 22 shot, really. It's low odds. It's low odds. It's one of those plays where you chuck a sneaky dollar on it on Sportsbet and it returns you like $300,000 because it's the longest odds ever. 68 cents would assume you're a shoo-in, mate.
That's right, I am.
Okay, sure. We're not talking about spoon, all right? Marcel didn't ask about no wooden spoons.
Oh, we have another question coming in.
Okay,
Anyway,
fair enough.
keep going.
Is it from Marcel?
No, I don't know. Anyway, next.
All right.
Still red?
Let's move on, and then you can see this question. All right. Next matchup. A close one.
Very close.
Closely shit. But close nonetheless. 378. Marty Hill. Victory over Austin. He is not having a season to remember. Old Austin. Yeah.
I'm still so filthy that he beat me by 1 point with that rabble of a team.
Yeah, it's quite the shit show that he's got going on. And Fafita actually did something decent this week, 79. So, yeah, not much.
Did you read about Scott Sadler? What he said about him?
No.
He said he's the Titans' worst player this year.
Oh, is that? I saw the Fox Sports headline about Fafita being their worst player. I didn't click on it. But yeah, wow. The former players are coming out and really supporting the club, aren't they? I guess he's been paid a lot of money and he hasn't not been delivering. So
He is. Just we talk about Austin's side. He only has 5 clubs representing in his side. So he's got two. He got 2 from Manly, 2 from Dragons, 2 from the Knights, 2 from the Titans, and then only like the Cowboys in there as well.
Mate, they're like the worst sides in the comp at the moment. I mean, you could
but
fit.
there's no spread. Either.
Yeah.
You don't want to have. You know what I mean?
But he doesn't have gun sides either. Like, I mean, Manly have the potential to be, but like it's not like Tapau and Croker are going to be huge beneficiaries of it. But Titans have been pretty meh. Knights have been atrocious after a round 1 upset. Ponga scored that 23 with a try. Okay, that's yeah. So
He did. He was poor. But you look at the bench as well. He's got Tyrone Peachy, who plays for the Tigers off the bench.
yeah,
He's got Tex Hoy, who only plays when Ponga doesn't.
yeah,
He's got Schuster, who's injured for a while.
Hasn't
McCulloch,
played.
who's not good. And Whiten, who's really bad team at the moment.
yeah,
Austin's got a lot of problems.
yeah. His fantasy side's bad too.
Oh, we're talking about fantasy. Jesus Christ, sorry.
So that's what this pod's about, mate.
Anyway.
You're like, oh man, that's a really bad joke. I'm going to double down on it.
Oh man, we got millions of questions. Okay.
Millions. Okay, shoot. Next question before we get to Marcel.
Okay. Why did Jesse waver in Ryan Sutton?
Is this from Marcel? Is it just all Marcel asking questions?
It's all Marcel, but we also have a reply from Jesse.
Okay.
He says, I gave both my starting mids a week off.
Okay, so to answer Marcel's question, I believe that Jesse gave both his starting mids a week off.
Yeah. Very good. Does Martin Hill stand a chance this round? Well, I think we'll get to that a bit later on.
Well, he didn't stand a chance this round, except he did because he won. Worst segue ever.
We've got more.
All right, go on.
Is it season over for Kirsty McGuire?
Yes.
Also, don't give any wishy-washy. It's too early crap. I want an opinion. Okay, yes, it's season over for Kirsty.
Look, at the end of the day, it's too early to tell. And I don't want to be wishy-washy, but I'm pretty sure she's fucked. And she's got no chance. You know what? I said to her the other week, I go, I'll do your waivers for you because, you know, you're leaving some gold here on the sidelines. And then I looked at the waivers the other day and I couldn't see anybody worth picking up. So I was like, you're on your own, kid. Yeah, she's fucked. Anyway, let's quickly talk about Marty's side. Cook, 68, good. So he's doing all right this year. He had a bit of a down season last year, I think. But yeah, all these forwards except for King. King probably had his worst round so far. But yeah, all the other guys scored pretty well in the 50s. It's Rapana is the one that really let him down. So yeah, I mean he's got options there. Yeah.
Does he?
He's got Sammy 39. That was all right. Yeah, that's actually really it. So he doesn't have options. Yeah, I don't know if giving Munster away is working out for him. Bird's okay, 44, but yeah, Clifford's not.
He needed that player, but in saying that, Munster's been rocks and diamonds.
I mean, yeah, but it's Munster. He'll come good. Clifford was, yeah, that was just, yeah, an anomaly, an anomaly. So, yeah. I mean, I literally called it as soon as the trade went through, but it is what it is. All right, cool. Moving on. Stags do. Speaking of average matchups,
Guy coming second.
Oh, absolutely horrible. And he would have lost if Kirsty played a centre.
Yeah.
I told her, I sent her a screenshot of her side, and I literally circled Brian Kelly. I said, this guy's out. Maybe you want to plug this hole. Sometimes you can't help people, you know?
Nothing happened.
Yeah. Can't fix stupid,
Got a
mate.
hands full now, so.
Why? What's happening?
Well, she's a mother, you know? She's got priorities.
Oh, yeah. Yep. She must be babysitting her kids, yeah? Like you do.
Yeah.
Give her some tips on how to babysit. All right.
YouTube, mate.
This is some Indian YouTuber explaining it. Looking at this, what jumps out for me is Brandon Smith, 14 points. He's having a laugh, mate. He's taking the absolute piss.
He is having a laugh. I think.
You having a laugh?
See him. Oh yeah, there he is.
He's in the mids, mate. Yeah. That was a very mid performance. Yeah.
He's also got Nat. He's got Nat Butcher. I can't wait till that experiment's over.
Yeah, you're a bit biased there. Stags. He's dropped Stags. The Stags 2 has been put on hold. I mean, he still won, but Stags finally scored something good. But he's also got, like, May there, who's killing it. And, yeah, he'd really want May to be like a duel. Is May playing on the wing, though?
No. He's not. He's a centre.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's a centre.
Okay.
The other guy. Oh, hang on.
No, he's playing on the wing in the wing, and Targo's in centre.
Yeah, he is. You're right, because Crichton and
Yeah.
other idiots in the other side.
Stains.
Stains. Yeah, what a stain. Anyway.
The Forbes Ferrari. Yeah, I think his side would benefit if May gets a winger fullback and he could slot him in there. I can see a world where Staines gets dropped and May stays. Just from what I'm saying, from the eye test, May is a much better player.
When Toto comes back.
Correct.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
They won't break up that side. It's too good.
Too lethal. And then Arthur's did okay on his bench. But anyway, he got the dub somehow. So for Kirsty's side, thoughts? Penny for him?
I mean, Cherry Evans is playing pretty good. He scored well last week as well. All right from her mids, I suppose. But yeah, rather low. Not quite cutting the bacon, the mustard or whatever they say. Not much to talk about, to be honest.
Yeah, no, just retreading old territory, aren't we? I think Marcel's question about summed it up. Cotter 52 is good. That was a great waiver pickup. You're welcome. I think he's named on the bench though this week. So
I think so too.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because yeah, things are going to go from bad to worse. All right, moving on. Oh, here we go. What a matchup. M. Snedden, reigning defending champion, could only manage a paltry 327 points. 454 for just Pap It In. So, absolutely dominant performances from myself. Top of the ladder, 5 wins, undefeated. Thoughts on my red hot start to the season?
It's good. I think it's going to be very tough for someone to beat you, actually, to be honest. When Pappenhausen, probably one of your best players, scores 19. And you've got just the rest that just bring it. You know what I mean? Like, you can get away with that.
Yeah, no turbo.
And still score 450. You and Aitken, 80. Was there any tries in that?
Yeah, you got to try.
And Dylan Brown, he was very average. There's still room to improve here. Blake Brayley was poor.
Yeah. Well, I think Marcel was calling for like an all-time high score. You know, he was calling for 500s after the start because my first 4 players were Olakau'atu, Curran, Aitken, and Drinkwater. I was on like 280 or something after 4 players. So it was. I'd basically put the put a fork in Mike because he was done, and yeah, that was about it for that. That was all she wrote. And it's been with some injuries. So I mean, Carrigan got injured as well as Turbo. So and he's been quite good. So Brown was, he was just chilling on the waivers, and he's been okay for me. But yeah, it was good to see because the week before, obviously, Pappenhausen and Brown saved me and, ended up winning substantially over Jesse when it seemed all but impossible.
Absolute miracle.
That was, that was obviously round 4, but I think it warrants a brief discussion because that was probably one of the most miraculous comebacks in league history. And
to think that Pappenhausen scored 4 tries as well. Who did Melbourne even play? Who did they play? They played the Bulldogs, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, to have Jesse with 2 players, 2 decent players as well. He had Munster, and then I had 2 players, and he had a 73-point head start, and I beat him by like 50 points. Like,
That's crazy.
It was it was just as I was watching it and texting him to obviously rub it in, I was like,
No.
I'm like, I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. This is, basically used all my luck, I think, in that matchup. But yeah, anyway, side's going good. Let's keep it going strong, boys. Championship in September, please. Mike's side.
It's about time.
Yes. Yeah. There
were some really low scores this round from teams.
There's been
at least 4 300s.
There's been low scores all season, really.
True.
Things did kind of pick up, I think, around 4, but yeah, some low ones. Thoughts on Mike's side?
Wow, the biggest sore part of it is Momorowski was 7. Stephen Crichton's interesting as well, 17. They just don't go down that left side, Penrith.
Yeah, well, Staines is there.
If they do, he'd be lucky to touch it because it'll go Luai to Kikau, and Kikau doesn't pass, doesn't know how.
No.
So, Crichton is a bit of a liability there. Mitchell Moses, 65, was good. Leilua was pretty good in a very, very well-beaten side. And, Marnie was very well off. 29 is not a Reid Marnie score.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Lots to fix for this week, I think.
Yeah, I think about the only real great thing he's got going is Layla was solid, but Moses is in a nice patch of form, and the Eels are playing pretty well. Had a decent run, so
yep.
Yeah, other than that, I don't think he's particularly loving his title defense so far. Clinging on to the 8. Yeah, he'll be hoping that a few of the other guys just continue to suck a bit better than he does. So,
Yeah.
It's a valid strategy. Just suck less than your opponents.
Just hope to be better.
Yeah, speaking of sucking less, Kyle Newman, 324.
It's another score under 330.
Yeah, it's on one-sided contests here. 324, 451. Never in doubt, was it? Yeah?
No, I don't think so, to be honest.
Did he play?
I knew he had Hines. He had Hines to go, and he also had who else was it on the last day? Yeah, he had Hines and Little. He's got some problems actually because he's got 2 people in his side that aren't playing. I don't know if he's fixed that at all.
Did he play Young last week? It says did not play.
Yeah, and he didn't check his late mail, so he actually played a short player.
Sure. So yeah, well,
but that's the way the cookie crumbles, mate. If you don't concentrate, you get bit.
Yeah, mate, you got to be in it to win it. He's got to have the eye on the prize. I think he's slackened off since Marcel took over the commish role. Really, I mean, let's.
It looks like he's taken over his team too. To be honest,
let's be honest. Kyle's not the commissioner anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Like, yeah.
Draft day's in Canberra next year, I think.
Yeah, GIO Stadium. Yeah, Marcel will be on the fucking the Viking horn.
We'll be doing the clap. Okay, let's move on.
Dun, dun, all right, get your practice in, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got no centre. His centre's disappeared before my eyes.
I know. He's clearly got he's got an extra player on the bench, so he's got something up his sleeve, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, he's picked up Simkin, or you already had him? I don't know. But, yeah. No, he must have picked him up. So, yeah, there you go. He's just put one shitty Tigers hooker in for another.
No, I think he had both of them. I think he's just swapped them.
Nah, I'm having a look at his side. He's not on his bench last week.
Oh, really? I thought he did. He did at one point.
Nah. So, yeah. And he benched McInnes when he's probably had his best game. But anyway, enough said. Your side, mate. Doing all right. Holmes was pretty good. 57.
Yeah, he was okay.
Yeah, Mulatalo. You got some good scores out of the backs. There's not really like a huge blowout. I mean, Murray 63 was the top score, which is pretty solid from him. But yeah, it was basically just solid across the board. So
yeah, I was pretty happy to be honest with the scores.
Yeah,
I think Matt Burton's starting to sort of come good. Like he scored a couple of 45 50s now.
Yeah. I'm
not sure about how. Like obviously Valentine Holmes doesn't score 50 every week. Isaiah Yo was down, but they play the Broncos, so that should be boosted this week.
Yep. Hey, can we go to the questions? Was there more questions?
Oh, there was a question about Kyle, actually.
Was it a question or an insult?
Well, sort of both. From Marcel Green, who's been very
okay. Really? From Marcel, you say?
Kyle Newman outside the 8 again. Will it be 2 seasons in a row?
Yes.
Oof.
Or, you know what? He's literally got Cleary and Hines in his side. Like, if he misses, if he misses the 8 with Cleary and Hines, Cleary was like last year. Cleary was basically a free ride ticket for me to make the top 4. Like, I mean, the rest of the side was good. Don't get me wrong, but like. Cleary was just a machine. It was ridiculous. So, yeah, if he doesn't make the 8 with them, I think he needs to take up fantasy netball or something.
Yeah, I mean, his hooker is definitely a problem. considering he swaps one Tigers hooker out for another. And yeah, I mean, you got Cleary and Hines and Gutho. Gutho's playing pretty well, so
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, I don't know if he will. It'll be touch and go.
I think he'll be from like 7th to 10th. Like, like he'll either just get in or just miss out.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions?
Jesse? Best
Jesse's
Q&A
got
I've ever seen?
Not really a question, so you kind of ruined the Q&A.
So Marcel Green, just jumping in again. Does Jared Roberts have more good luck and bad luck than anyone else, given his 4-1 start this season and other high season finishes, coupled with his 3 wooden ball trophies?
Yeah, look, let's have a look at the ladder. So where's he at? He's in second. He's in second place, which stands to reason he's had some very good luck. If you have a look at the scores, in first place, I've scored 2,234. And he scored 1,789. So I've nearly scored 500 more than him in 5 rounds, and he's in second. Stands to reason he's had some pretty good matchups. Quite a bit of luck. So, yeah, just looking at the board, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 coaches below him that have all scored more than him, and he's in second place. So, stands to...
Austin's almost scored more than him.
Austin scored 9 points less than him, and he's in 10th place.
Yeah.
They could easily, the tables could easily be turned.
Well, look at Red, for example. Red's actually scored more points than me, and he's in 11th.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Sometimes you just get stitched up by matchups. I mean, sometimes there's 1 or 2 big ones. Like, Rhett did have one week where he top scored, and then, it's probably the week he won. And then, well, of course he did. Of course he won. He had the top score. But yeah, like that could kind of skew the numbers if he's had one huge one and then a whole bunch of average ones. But yeah, but nearly 700 up on Kirsty I am. So yeah. So anyway, moving along. Any more questions, or is that it?
Yeah, there's a couple more.
All right.
Jared Roberts is toast bread. Well, apparently it is. Marcel Green. Why is Marcel Green too busy to watch live yet types out 10 questions? That's a very good question. It's the best question we've had.
So is he just typing out questions and he's not watching?
So Marcel said at the very beginning that he wishes he was free to watch live. Yet he's been very active in the chat.
It's probably one of those things where like he can kind of comment on his phone and it, like his wife's watching him. She's like,
making sure he's doing the right thing.
Oh yeah, no, he's doing work emails. Yeah. It's all good. I don't have to hit him with his spatula. So yeah, I don't know.
And then there's one other question from Joe.
Sure.
This is directly at you. Is Stobie's tan all natural?
Yeah. This is yeah. I was born this way.
Very good.
I got this tan from Carolyn, and come from a line of tanned individuals. So I think it's what happens when you have like a half decent webcam. So you don't, everything's not grainy and I can't even tell if you've got a face, Toto. That's what your webcam looks like.
That's fine. I don't have one, remember? So
face for radio. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of a radio kind of guy.
It's not. Look, the color changes as I move around. Yeah, there we go.
He's probably not watching, but that's cool.
I'm sure he's absolutely tuned in to see his question answered. But
well, I can tell you right now.
Yeah, go on.
2 people watching. One of them is me.
Okay.
Yep. So someone's watching out there.
You got any questions or?
No, that's it. I'm done.
Okay, cool. All right. Amazing questions. Some of your best work, guys.
Is there any fantasy related questions in there?
Hey, it's maybe appearing tanned is key to victory in fantasy. Don't know.
Let's move along to
All
another,
right. Yeah, last matchup.
another shellacking.
Jared's messaged me, said something about a summer glow. He says, yeah, this is legit. I got a summer glow. So, yeah, thank you, Jared. He is watching. Fucking told you,
Jared.
mate.
Must be him.
Yeah, mate. He spends more time watching us than he does sorting out his fantasy side. But he's coming second, so, you know, what the fuck do I know?
He's listening, mate. That's good. He's listening to us.
Yeah, well, fucking... We all make mistakes, don't we? So
Took him 3 years, but he got rid of Hodgson.
Anyway, last matchup. Take it away, Todd.
Yeah, big win. Jesse, 428. I think against Sneds, 354. Sneds has had a bit of a rough trot the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's 2 in a row now, I think. He was looking good there early, but he's had a little bit of a hiccup. Both of these teams have lost probably their best players, or one of their best players, in Payne Haas and Latrell Mitchell.
True.
Matchups, Cam Munster, Rocks and Diamonds this year, 72. To go with his, 15 from last week?
With Haas, I forgot to play him in my Supercoach side. So I thought he was going to get suspended, so I put him on my bench, and then I forgot to put him back in. So if I had have played him, I would have been 4th in all of Supercoach. But instead, I'm only 7th. So if not playing Haas costs me 50 grand at the end of the year, I'll be a bit upset. But yeah, so there you go.
Let's touch on that. That's a pretty amazing achievement, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with it.
Hopefully you can keep that up, because that's pretty incredible. So
it's been going all right. I mean, I was 500 a couple of weeks ago, and then I got to 104, and
you sent me a picture a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I was like,
that's amazing. And then you tell me you're going.
Yeah, I was like, this is as good as it gets. And then next thing, I'm coming 7th this week. So, yeah, just lucky, mate. Few of the boys in the Supercoach chat I'm in are just like, I'm like, I can't take credit for it. I'm just like, it's fucking luck, you know? Because like half the guys that have started out shit, like so many people started with Cobbo and Stags, and I had him in my side at one point, and I took him out. It's just, yeah, you just need everything to go right, basically. Yeah, go on.
Oh, I was just saying, I even brought it up to Bree, and she's looking at me going, "That's good, like really good." And I'm like, yeah. It's amazing. What are you talking about? And it's just my only...
I know him. And he's in 7th after 5 rounds.
I'm not name dropping, but I know that guy.
Wait till I'm in 7th after like 20 rounds. You know,
I'm gonna stitch you up on one of those fantasy road chats and be like, "I know the guy who's coming 7th."
Yeah. I'll
personally,
if I'm still coming in the top 10 close to the season's end, I won't be able to watch a game of footy. I'll be too nervous. So, yeah. All right. Anyway, on this matchup, yeah, Jesse avenged himself from the week before. He obviously had a bit of a stinker. Munster. It was opposite day. I think I commented to Jesse, 72, and after scoring about 2 points the week before. So yeah, some decent scores. Some not so great. Harawira, looking at you, bud. Yeah, for Sneds, the mids, pretty meh. Kick-out
Pretty
things.
mid-range, I'd say.
Yeah, and Latrell's injury does not help things. But luckily enough, he's got Moylan on his bench, so it's all good.
Oof. Missed tackle king.
Missed tackles.
Mate, he gets more missed tackles than anyone, I reckon.
You reckon? There you go. I try not to watch Bulldogs games, seeing how they're the Bulldogs. But
We're talking about Matt Moylan.
Are you talking about Moylan? I thought you said Matt King. Is that his name? Matt King? Max
No.
King.
I realised that after I said it. I said Matt Moylan, missed tackle king, but Matt King is underneath him.
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard King. Anyway,
It's not Matt King.
no, it's Max.
It's Max. Yeah.
Like Max Powers or Max Verstappen. So, anyway, yep.
But yeah, I think this matchup was interesting because it had Munster versus Hughes, but they both scored really, really well, which is interesting.
And that was the end of the similarities. So,
Yeah.
all right, cool. Well, let's briefly just look at the matchups. Let's not really jump into them at anything. I want to go back to the league. And no other questions?
Nah, everyone's gone quiet.
Okay, that's cool. That makes sense. Probably bedtime. Yeah, so matchups. We've got Marcel versus Austin. Interesting one. Austin really needs a win to keep his season afloat, but don't really see it happening. Big matchup here, and by big matchup I mean
The balls.
yeah, battle for the balls. Rhett versus Kirsty. If Kirsty sets her lineup, she might have a chance. Other than that, probably Rhett. Next one, you can comment on that one, mate.
Yeah, so it's yourself up against Marty, first versus seventh. I think it would take a miracle for Marty to get up in this one. So, yeah.
Yeah, I made a comment to Marcel the other day. I think this matchup and the next one, I would win like 9 out of 10 times. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But feeling confident. Yeah, are you feeling confident against Jared and his Stags do?
Yeah, I am, but it's a big matchup, like second versus third. But I'm pretty happy with my side at the moment. So,
Yep.
yeah,
Cool. All right.
I can win. I think so.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, but Jared tuned into our live podcast, so I got to tip Jared.
Yeah, me too.
And he said my tan was legit, so yeah. Ike versus Sneds. Battle of the Sneddens.
I actually got to go to the matchup because I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, I'm just kind of basing it off who did what last week. And Chris's side didn't do much. Latrell's out injured, but also Mike's side sucked. So this is kind of like...
They both scored the same amount of points.
Yeah, I was about to make a really bad joke, but I'll not say that. And we'll move right on. Mike will win. Kyle versus Jesse. Yeah, I'm going to say Jesse. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to say Jesse too, but I think that will put a lot of pressure on Kyle as well. With another loss. I think he was very disappointed to lose to me.
Kyle thrives under pressure.
We seem to have a very ding-dong battle, man, Kyle.
You know what? You are a couple of ding-dongs.
Just a couple of... Wow. I've got nothing for that. So.
Yeah, classic ding-dongs. All right, cool. That'll do it. That's the potty. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for anyone who was foolish enough to tune in. Yeah, and use the promo code in the link below for my fake tanning lotion, and we'll see you on the next one. Yeah,
we will.
What's your phrase, Toddy?